There's a certain kind of story that only the early internet could produce. The kind that starts with something small, something harmless, and then escalates into a slow burn of confusion, paranoia, and fear. Tonight's story is exactly that. It began with a single post on 4chan, in a board dedicated to the paranormal. A user posed a single question, and a handful of strange images that would pull an entire thread into a mystery they were completely unprepared for. This is the story of the I Am God thread. In June 2014, a user calling himself PC started a thread on 4chan's board. He opened with, "A friend of mine recently had to send his computer into the shop because he thought he had downloaded some kind of virus." But that wasn't the strange part. PC continued. "He kept telling me about weird shit happening to him in his house. Lights and his television turning on or off when he knows he left them the other way. Things were just wrong every time he checked." And then, PC posted the detail that pulled the entire thread in. "He kept finding image and text files in his download folder that he had never knowingly downloaded." Replies started flooding in. People insisting it was electrical problems, wiring, or even a dirty power supply. Someone suggests the laptop might be overdrawing power. PC answers this instantly. "It's an old laptop. He doesn't even keep it plugged in most of the time." Then a user asked the question everyone was thinking. "What do the files look like?" PC searches through his messages and finds one he still has. He uploads it. The reactions came fast. "That's not file corruption. This looks intentional." No one knows what they're looking at, and it seems rather odd. PC checks again and finds another picture. He posts it. At first, people tried treating the images like shapes, land masses, maps, irregular textures. But the longer they stare, the more the thread shifts. "It's a face. These are parts of a face." Someone digs into the first image's data and uncovers a binary string hidden in the noise. When translated, it spits out two words. "God." This text is Greek for circa. At the time, the thread misreads it as I am. PC keeps checking his phone and manages to pull one more file out of his chat history. It's corrupted, inverted, and layered over itself, but users work together to isolate the pupils. "We have the forehead, the chin, and now the eyes." Piece by piece, the face is forming. PC then disappears for a while, and suddenly returns in a panic. "Send me a video site now." He explains what happened. "My friend just got home from work. He was about to go shower and saw a red light coming from his room." His friend pulled out his phone and recorded it. PC posts the footage. In the video, there's a dim room, a faint red glow, and outside the window, there's a face. The same one users had been reconstructing from the fragments. At least, that's what it seems like. PC responds, "This is all I have saved. By the time the repair shop gives his computer back, there might not be anything left in the folder. All we can do is wait." After that, nothing. The files stop, the thread ends, there's no updates, and no resolution. At least that's what it seemed like. As users argued over theories and false leads, an anonymous poster dropped a link into the discussion. Another thread. It was deleted almost instantly. Most missed it, but a few archived the contents before it vanished. The thread held a single image. In the corner was the final missing fragment. The nose. The poster wrote only one thing: "Don't lose it this time." But the real shock wasn't the image. The picture showed the outside of PC's friend's apartment. The same window, the same angle, the same view the face had been staring from. With that image, the reconstruction was complete. The forehead, the chin, the eyes, and now the nose. The full face. The face of God. A day after the thread, PC returned with a new thread. His friend's computer was back from the repair shop. The hard drive was mostly intact, except for one thing. Every file in the downloads folder had been erased. PC said they tried recording activity throughout the day but caught nothing unusual, so they tried something else. With help from the thread, PC set up a Twitch stream under the name Blue Room PC. His friend refused to stay in the apartment and went to sleep at PC's house. The stream itself is lost, it's completely gone, but users describe what they saw. PC placed a tablet in the room, displaying the entity's face. Nothing happened. He came back inside and moved objects around. Then a chair toppled over. PC returned, picked it up, lit candles around the room, and time passed. But what was left was only silence. Then a light flickered on. PC entered again, put a Chucky doll on the chair, then removed it a few minutes later. He then told chat he was going to sleep. 10 minutes later, the chair shot across the room, straight into the camera. The stream cut out, and that was the last time anyone heard from PC. There were no more threads, no more images, and no explanation of what happened in that room after the camera fell. As screenshots circulated, people tried to explain what they had actually seen. Some believed the face was part of a malicious program, a virus that generated images, embedded data in their noise, and wiped itself once the computer was repaired. Others thought it was a stalker using remote access tools to plant files and trigger lights and electronics. The idea was simple. If someone can get inside your system, they can get inside your life. A few took the thread at face value, that something paranormal had attached itself to the machine, and the images were its way of showing itself piece by piece. And then there were users who believed the entire thing was an ARG, a tightly controlled interactive story that ended the moment attention drifted. But every theory hits the same wall. The two key artifacts, the full face and the full Blue Room stream, were never saved in their original form. Only screenshots survived, which this all eventually led to the last, most grounded explanation. For years, people believed the thread ended with PC's disappearance. There were no more posts, images, or streams. Just a blank silence that made the whole thing feel like it had swallowed its creator. But eventually, evidence surfaced that the story didn't end on 4chan. In 2024, a YouTuber named Jouka uploaded a video titled, "Did I Find the Origin of 4chan's God Face?" In it, he managed to track down the person who created the entire ARG, a writer and artist named Jesse A. Penyam. He confirmed that he was the one behind God's face. Jesse described how the project started small. A handful of edited photos, a simple narrative, and an idea to drip images out piece by piece until the full face came together. He also revealed something no one expected. The original images, the unedited photos he used to build God's face, are gone. He explained he used 2 photos of himself, one of the upper half of his face and one of the lower half, and then warped, stretched, and corrupted them until they no longer resembled anything human. But somewhere between old hard drives and lost backups, the original source files disappeared. He tried looking for them during the interview, and he couldn't find either one. The only surviving versions of God's face are the corrupted, distorted edits that spread across 4chan back in 2014. The same fragments users pieced together inside the thread. A decade later, the mystery technically has an answer. But the original images, the untouched photos, are now lost media. All that remains are screenshots, scattered archives, and a story that grew far bigger than Jess ever planned for. And after the Blue Room stream ended, Jess never returned to the character. There was no grand final, no final reveal. The project simply stopped the moment the attention faded, which in a way preserved the urban legend better than any scripted ending could. So, what do you think of the face of God? Leave it in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching.